In the wake of several calls and agitations by the Nigeria Labour Congress for an increased minimum wage, Nigerians are calling on the organized labour to come up with a rather feasible salary structure that the federal government will be able to pay. The organized labour had rejected the 62,000 naira reported to have been proposed as minimum wage by the federal government, postulating a whopping 250,000 naira as a required minimum wage for the workers, which the government on its own said is not affordable. Correspondent Nabuchi Kunabuchi looks into the stance of Nigerians on the matter. The report. It's not a new thing that the Nigeria Labour Congress and its affiliate bodies are moving back and forth with the federal government over what is due and affordable to be adopted as take-home pay of Nigerian workers. Since the evolution of labour unionism, it has always been struggling to achieve an improved living wage for workers, not only in Nigeria, but also in other parts of the world, especially where everyone works for the government. The story was the same when Labour agitated for the increase that brought about 30,000 naira as a minimum wage for workers in 2011.
Very disappointed about the Labour. That's my bias. I'm biased about them because they are not realistic. What am I saying is that, so it's not how much they are making proposal, 450, 500, whatever. The major thing they should tell the government is to improve the value of naira. What money can buy, that is what is important.
If you look at the situation of the country now, I don't think our government now can afford 250,000. What they are asking for, honestly, is not visible. And if you want to be objective, all of us are not federal government worker. As you can see, when you stop me, I told you I'm not. So if some people are collecting, if they are collecting 250, assuming the 250,000 is it 250 or 240? Is okay, it's approved. What happened to those that are not federal government workers? What happened to them? We go to the same market.
No doubt, if the amount Labour is proposing scales through, it will involve a huge amount of money. Hence, other Nigerians want only those on level 1 to 8 to enjoy the proposed wage increase, as the senior staff members, they say, are already earning more than enough.
So, 62,000 naira may not be, enough for Labour leaders as at now. But the problem is, are they fighting for junior staff? They are not. They are not fighting for junior staff. What of directors, deputy directors, permanent secretaries, executive secretaries, director generals here and there? What are they earning? What of the privileges in their offices?
There must be a form of social security in Nigeria. There's no social security. People are not sure whether, after working for 35 years, that money from PENCOM is going to come. So, if you look at it, and they are talking about it, in some countries like Uganda, which is it's a small African country, you see that Uganda as a country, every single person that is a senior citizen there is being taken care of by a government.
Some also went along with the Nigerian governor's rejection of the government's proposal of 62,000 naira, concurring that the proposed minimum wage may not be affordable by states whose internally generated revenue and monthly allocations are low.
The state himself, they overemploy people. I'm sorry to be saying all these things. The Nigerians to hear, they don't want to hear it. Look, civil service people see it as a poverty alleviation thing. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. If people are not civil servants, they are not civil servants, they will still do better in Nigeria. Nigerian economy will still do well. The governors have employed what they don't need. Some of them employ 3,000, 25,000 aides. You understand what I'm saying now?
It's not equal. Just like at our hand, it's not equal. All states is not equal. Some people, some states, they earn enough. They can pay that amount. But why some states, they cannot pay that amount? Because even that 30,000 naira minimum wage last time, I was aware that some people, they are not even paying their people up to now.
Much, state by state. If you monitor what is going on, sometimes they used to publish what they earn from federation account. I think you understand me. At times, when Osun State earns 2-point-something billion naira, or your state earns a little bit above that, Ogun, Lagos used to earn 5 point something. Delta earns 11 billion. Rivers earns 14 billion. So if they want it to be 10 naira, it may not be possible.
Whatever may be the situations, each side must shift ground to accommodate what is possible to be paid as minimum wage and allow for the development of other sectors of the Nigerian economy. That way, a balance would have been struck.